Thank you, Mr. President. I quote, vast fertile, irregular lands, abundant water resources, cheap labor, and the warmest hospitality available at bargain basement prices, wrote Washington Post in its November 29, 2009 edition, describing the scramble of agricultural lands that is going on in Ethiopia and some other sub-Saharan African countries. With such variable and abundant natural resources, Ethiopia in particular could not separate itself from famine, starvation and poverty for about 5 decades, mainly due to the lack of concerned, responsible and accountable governments. But sadly enough, those some governments who have never had the courage, concern and the feeling of responsibility to secure their basic necessity of survival, such as food, have now become very courageous to sell the most fundamental resources, such as fertile lands, to foreign states and transnational companies. More saddening and even equivalent to the insult to the country and its people, that some of the foreign countries from Persian Gulf states and Asia are buying lands from Ethiopia, a country that is infamous for its synonymity with famine, to maintain food security for their own citizens, and indeed transnational companies to sell crops to Ethiopia at prices that are set on international markets, price which Ethiopians is in no way could be able to afford. In other words, the crops that are grown in poor countries like Ethiopia will eventually end up in rich countries, which means they are not going to solve the problem of shortage of food that is threatening millions of lives. What is more, as a result of the massive land grabs that are going on, hundreds of thousands of local farmers are being displaced from their garden, farmlands, and the water of their cattle without any compensation, only to be reduced to daily laborers, all dependents losing the hope of getting bread and milk on the table at 60 cents per day that comes through the family head, who might get the chance to employment by the new landlord, means nothing to a family of 5, 7, or even 10. Mr. President, this right to life of many citizens is under question. These land deals which involve 50 to 99 years contract are being stuck with no slightest public consultation and public input. I quote, as UN official with FAO put it, we see statements from ministers where they are basically promising everything with no controls and conditions. Quote in, there are other concerns in addition to depletion of natural resources, environment and destruction and pollution have been resulting from the previous chemicals by the companies. Thank you